kicking up dust on a rick house floor. Charred oak whispers we can't ignore. Stories in the mash, fire in the grain. Raise up your glass, feel that bourbon flame. We're the bourbon legends, let the spirit flow. From the backwoods stills to tonight's big show. Every drop a story, every sip that's drowned. We're bourbon legends, let's throw it down. Let's throw it down. From Kentucky hills to the neon lights, we're talking small batch days and whiskey nights. Tasting the past in every pour, gonna carve our names on the distiller's door. We're the bourbon legends, let the spirit flow. From the backwoods stills to tonight's big show. Every drop a story, every sip that's drowned. We're bourbon legends, let's throw it down. Let's throw it down. Raise 'em high, feel the fire. Clinking glasses, lifting higher. One more toast to the ones before and the legends we're making forevermore. We're the bourbon legends, let the spirit flow. From the rick house walls to your front row. Every drop a story, every sip a crown. We're bourbon legends, come gather round. Come gather round. Come gather round.
What's going on, folks? Happy Thursday to you. I'm the bourbon legend, Craig M. Bowden, and we have got a really super exciting show tonight. Not only do we have Roger, not only do we have some new news, but we've got a young up and coming potential store owner here in the next, who knows, whenever he gets to take over. It's a family business. Mr. Alex Drabing going to be here tonight from Indiana. We're going to have some games we're going to play, and we're going to give away some whiskey as well. Let's bring in the old boy that you know, Roger Randall. What's going on, Roger?
Not much. I'm doing really well tonight.
Good. You were doing
Living the
pretty
life.
well last night, Roger.
Yeah, well, I'm just keeping it going, keeping it rolling tonight. So, how was your day today, Mr. Bowden?
Oh, it was good. The weather has finally broke. It was only about 93. It's pretty sad when 93 feels great, but no humidity or very low humidity. So, I can see that train a coming. It's coming around the bend. It's going to be fall before you know it.
Yep.
And then it's going to be wintertime, and then it's going to be spring again, and we're going to start it all over again. Hey, Roger.
Yes, sir.
Tonight's a big night, buddy.
It is a big night. It is a
I've
big
been
night.
looking
Okay,
forward to
all kinds
this
of
night
fun
for a
stuff.
while. I haven't checked. Before I came on, I checked. Did you know that we are 50 subscribers shy of giving away that bottle that we were going to give away?
Actually, breaking news.
Uh-oh.
We are 46 away
Good deal. I'm ready to give away a bottle.
from 300. We're giving away a bottle. We're giving away all kinds of bottles.
We're going to give away that bottle right there. Let me get off the screen so you can.
Oh, can't hear you. Uh-oh. Well, here we are. So we're gonna have that is a little teaser to let you know we have the Patreon giveaway at the end of this month. Um, Craig, you got yourself off and you couldn't get back in.
What? Can you not hear me now?
No, couldn't hear you.
What? Uh-oh. Well, hey, then let me play this over again. Let me put this up. It may cover us up, but that's okay.
That's
Uh,
okay.
we were talking about this Peerless bottle there.
Yeah.
That's better. We'll do it like that. So for 46 more subscribers, we're going to give that bottle away. And then I don't know if you could hear me during this part, but then our Patreon giveaway is August 29th. So we've got a few new Patreon members, so hopefully we can give something away in addition to this bottle. Can I let you in on a little secret? There's only 20-something watching right now, but I'm going to tell you something. Folks, if you want to know something secretive, you're going to have to wait to the end of the show. But I have some news that I want to give you that even Roger doesn't know about. So
Breaking news.
breaking news. All right, Roger, I tell you what, I think it's time that we bring on our guest tonight. Mike Brock is one of those guys that you love to love him or you love to hate him, or
Don't
maybe
get on
it's
his
vice
lawn.
versa. I'm not for sure. He might love to hate us, but anyway, we want to thank Mike for getting Alex here lined up for our show, and I know Mike has taken very good care of him today. He tried to get him drunk so he would miss the show, but he's here. Alex, what's going on, Alex?
Mike lost.
Mike lost.
Mike lost. Man.
I won. And like I told Mike today, and I told Craig in the group chat, I said, he can do whatever. I do this for a living.
Well, Mike's retired. He does it for a living as well.
He's getting pretty good. I actually have a bottle of Netling that you can't get in Indiana that Mike got me. I still owe Mike for this bottle, but I love a good Detling bottle because it is coffee, Java, toffee. Very, very good. Very great products. I wish we can get them here in Indiana. You can't, but great.
A lot of us guys here, Bourbon Legends, really like the Detling. It's
a favorite.
It's pretty solid pour for us. We like it. So, Alex, do you want to jump into any questions? Are you ready?
I'm all ready. I got my the
have
Bourbon
a
Legends
pour.
glass with.
What are you going to drink tonight?
I'm actually going to go to our Elijah Craig store picks because I figured a lot of people have barrel proofs at their house. So this one you can clearly tell is a favorite. We only have 2 bottles left of this one, so don't come searching for it. This one is it says 9-year, 10-year, 3 months. It drinks like the old Fit 7. That's the best way I can describe it. It sounds crazy. I see it behind you, Craig. Mike will be one to say, I'm on the same notes. It's got that nutty profile and very well thrown away. I will say, as it's opened up, it's not like that. It gets a lot more back to the Heaven Hill profile.
Well,
hey,
I don't have a store pick of Elijah Craig. I'm just drinking a little 94 proofer toasted barrel tonight.
We were supposed to, and that was a bottle kill. So that one's done.
Yeah, I'm jumped on to the Elijah Craig A123. It's back when they still had them. The 12-year age statement was enforced on them. So this is a really good one. It sits at about 125.6 proof. Hey,
The
one thing
yes,
I'll mention is it didn't get caught. And Craig, Alex runs a store in where's that?
Mooresville. We do Mooresville and Monrovia. So my grandparents have owned it. So it'll be 39 years, Christmas Eve. But he walked in. He owned a scavenger business, and walked in on Christmas Eve, 39, almost 39 years ago, and told my grandma he bought a liquor store. My mom and my aunt said it's the worst Christmas they ever had in their life.
And the store's name?
Red Barrel Liquors.
There you go.
And I will say, my grandma still, she's a saint. She's like, we don't have any money. You guys make money off of trash, not liquor. And my grandpa says, I got in trash because everybody wants their trash picked up. I said, why the hell did you get in liquor? They go without getting their trash and gas before they go out without booze. It just
Yeah.
and our biggest thing is taking care of the town. We're a small town liquor store. We do great. We do with bourbon and everything else. And to me, being on this show right now, it kills me. What you don't see, this is me. All I drink's Miller Lite.
Really, you're not a bourbon guy, huh?
I am not. I do all of my bourbon picks, but when I come home, it's Miller Lite.
Okay. Well, we're not going to kick you off the show for that.
But I
No.
love great whiskey. It's the craziest thing in the world to me. And everybody, when I do single barrel picks, which Mark, who's with me, I'll pop these out. These are Zens. Throw them in the trash can. Almost all my barrel picks, I have a chew in my mouth. And all the Kentucky distilleries that I've been to, they're like, you're just like an old Kentucky, like you can have a long cut tobacco in your mouth and you're still getting the same notes as everybody else. So it's
Hey,
whiskey.
hey, whatever works for you, right?
Yep.
Exactly.
Alex, I have a question. This is one thing I wanted to ask you since I knew you were going to be a guest. On an average day, how many people call or come in and ask where is the Blantons?
It's not as prevalent anymore.
Okay.
It
So
it used to be a day, not I wouldn't say a daily, but pretty frequently throughout the week. The way the distribution thing has changed, and with us in Indiana, a little bit different. Nobody can find it. And I mean this out of all due respect to any other people that are watching and everything else. You have your museums. I
Yep.
call them Haji shops. And that's me, myself, and I. You know that it's not going to be a locally owned place. So you go in there and uh, we paid $300 2 weeks ago on our Bland's pick. Indian owned liquor store. We paid $300.
Hmm.
I know what that bottle cost is. And that's where when I get into that aspect of that conversation, and I apologize, it's not non-racist. It's none of that stuff. It's just what my business is.
Well,
It's
how do you handle your allocations? I mean, I'm assuming Blanton's is still an allocated product. Do you have a raffle or do you set them out on the shelf?
so
How do you go about that?
on blends we do so we might get every month. Used to before pre-distribute or distribution change, we would get anywhere from 3 cases to 4 cases, which you're talking 16 bottles to 20 plus, and I could have fun with that. It'd be like, hey, you come to the door, whether it's Craig, Roger, Mike, any of those guys, you'd walk to the door and it's like, hey, here it goes. We got 18 Weller 12s a couple weeks ago, and it was literally you walk through the door, and I'm like, "Hey, here's a 750 a Weller 12 for $45.99," and everybody was like, "Great!" And not to throw a YouTube or whatever, but the Bruzel guy came in, and I was not on his itinerary or anything. He came in, and I said, "Hey, it's not because of who you are. You're another bourbon customer. I've got Weller 12." And he was like, "How much?" And I was like, "Well, $45.99." He was like, "All right, yeah, sure." It That's what we do. It's more to separate and spread everything, because when we get into my favorite thing to say is our Pappy 20 last year, which was in a raffle, was $349.
Mm.
But we're gonna kick you out if I catch you flipping. And I was 27 at the time when I had to look at a grown man and say, "Hey, you're never coming to this liquor store again." I said, "You're more than welcome to buy beer and spirits and stuff, but you're not coming in here asking me for this, that, whatever."
Yeah, we're not big on flippers.
No, we don't.
It
I can see trading a bottle to get another bottle that you want, something along those lines, but merely buying it to, in turn, try to sell it at a large inflated profit. No,
if you if you
that's
get
not the
into
group motto.
if you get into what I tell my guys, I said, if you get a Pappy 20 or a BTAC bottle or this or that, if you can get a trade value out of it, trade it. Absolutely trade it, but get what you think you can get out of it, but don't undercut me. There's
Yeah.
no reason to when you see, and I don't have any worries right now, and I'm not worried about having any worries. But if I catch you, it is what it is. And I think most liquor store, or I think that's a problem across the country. And I'll say this on tape any day of the week. They're so infatuated with big box stores that it takes away from everybody else, because you got to know somebody to get something. And
Right.
if you don't, you're going to deal with paying over price. And it's like, that's not what this industry's for.
So what's at your store right now? What's the most popular item that you got in the store? What, category as far as, is it beer? Is it spirits? Is it wine? What's the number one in the store?
We happen to be, um, and always have been, Molson Coors, which would be your Miller Lite and that stuff, were pretty high up for independent liquor stores, probably top five range. Anheuser-Busch. So I would say beer is our, we're going to wash cars, like we're going to be good on beer. But with the bourbon, you hear the industry going this way. I would say we're doing good because of the single barrel selections.
Yeah, and
And
bucking the
that's,
trend a little bit because you keep it available and
yes.
keep things moving on the shelves.
And we were supposed, so I invited Mike, Mark, which is with me. We were supposed to pick out an Elijah Craig. This is how crazy, like what I kind of deal with. But I invited everybody in, and I said, "Yeah, we're gonna do an Elijah Craig toasted barrel proof."
That's very popular right now.
There last year there was only 2 barrels, and then this year there was 4 barrels. They didn't have. He came in. He goes, "That barrel proof Elijah Craig not available." And I was like, "What happened?" He goes, "Well, she took it and somebody selected it." I was like, "No worries." So they gave us a Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond barrel selection and a Larceny barrel selection. I'm a weeded person. I did not care for the larceny barrel selection that we had. So we didn't do that. We did a Heaven Hill bottle and bond, which that'll be the second barrel ever to come to the state of Indiana.
That's a good one. I'm looking forward to one of our stores here locally or somewhere around here getting us a bottle, or maybe Mike will get us a bottle from your store and send it to us.
I told him, which I'll transfer this over to. This isn't the bottle, but the thing I always do with everybody. I have a select buddy, one of my best friends. This is a old Hamer bottle. It'll be hard to see because the glare off the uh, everything, but it's Warriors for Warner. He he just turned 5 years old, terminal disease. It's called INAD, and I'm not the best description to do anything on this, but when he turned 1 years old, everything flipped. It's a neurological disease, and he's one of 200 kids in the world. But we do a barrel of this. If anybody on this chat would love to buy one of these, I had Paige just send me this year's bottle is it's MGP juice, 99.1 corn, 113.7 proof. But all the funds go to them, which you're probably not. That's awful.
Get up a little bit.
Hey, Alex, you have your shop phone number or something you want to give out where they could call you?
Yeah,
I'll make a banner and put it up here for you as we're speaking.
Send this over to you. Hey, they can just text me personally.
All right.
Just use my personal number because they're selling for $80, and all the funds go to. They're the first family that's ever created a research and all that stuff, like genetic testing and that stuff. So it's a big thing that we do with them. I'm going to an event on Saturday, the gala for them, and it just sounded like, yeah, Warner's probably not going to be around for a very long time, but he's fighting, and we're hoping to keep him around for a lot longer. And me and his dad, it's whiskey can bring so many people together, and that's the best part that I enjoy about it.
Yeah, I think that's very commendable that you're giving all the proceeds to help this young man, and that says a lot about the person you are, but it also says a lot about the bourbon community of how they are, because I know that they're going to support this cause, and I'm trying to put that number up right now as we speak. 5630, correct?
So
yes, sir.
So this, guys out there, everyone listening, I'm going to put this banner up for everybody tomorrow. Don't bother Alex tonight, but tomorrow.
No, they can flood me up and just let me know, and I will get you taken care of. Mike told me, hey, shipping and all that stuff, we'll get it taken care of.
Yeah, we might be able to work out some hand deliveries from Mike.
Yeah, there's the number right there if you guys want to get on this Warrior bottle. Alex will be glad to help you out. Now, Alex, I have a question for you here. You were talking about store picks earlier. When you're, I know you can do it two ways. You can either go a lot of times to the distillery, or they'll send you bottles. What store pick have you ever had that after you picked it, you're like, damn, man, we just nailed the crap out of this one? I mean, which one can you, in the past, do you think is your best pick that you've ever done?
I will say, obviously done both, but I just had a horse soldier barrel, and I would say Horse Soldier. Yeah, use it as a mixer. Not been my favorite juice that I've had. I've got a 10-year, 139.1 or 4 proof. It drank like a high-end Buffalo Trace product.
Mm.
That's been one of my favorite ones, and I just tried that very recently. The bottle that I'm sipping right now, which there's only 2 bottles left, that's the Elijah Craig. It drinks like the old Fitz 7. Um, I've got our original store pick. My Elijah Craig's, I might be a Heaven Hill sucker,
Well,
but
there's nothing wrong with that.
this was our very first barrel pick. This one's delicious. If you got me over to one of the best bottles I've tried in a long time would be I had a Jack Daniels Hero selection, which was from Rick House 12 off the top, not 12, 13, which is supposedly a Coy Hill. I know Mike's tried it.
Well, Mike is
there,
saying the Circle City Toasted Honey was one of his favorites.
that one's very good. That's a 95.5. 95.5 MGP rye. It's very, very delicious. It becomes an issue when you ask what's your favorite, because they're all your babies.
I hear you. But you
And
know,
they're not your babies until they don't sell them. Grandpa's sitting there going, "Hey, what the fuck?" And I'm like, "Hey, we'll figure this out. Don't worry about it, bud."
No, you gotta. Sometimes it's like with those barrel picks, you'll find one that for some reason it doesn't sell. We've seen a couple here locally that we thought would be sold out and be gone, but sometimes you just gotta keep it moving along and find a way of bundling it into something else and finding people to buy them up, and then eventually somebody's going to go, "Why don't you have that pick anymore? I love that thing," and so
It's amazing. Like, I've got a couple picks in right now that I'm probably going to knock down, and we're going to lose our ass on. But we're getting into that portion of where we supported the small distilleries. So, like, I've got 2 Nulu picks in there. Love Nulu products; they're great. But when you talk dollar value, that's what makes it challenging. And
yeah,
where the dollar value is going now is up, but you're watching like our bomb burgers and shanks. They were 100 and bomb burgers was 145 and shanks was 142. Hell, last year they were $109 or something like that.
yeah.
You're seeing these, I guess, people. They're trying to raise prices so people will see them on the shelf. You're never going to see Old Fitz 7 supposed to be a shelf item. We would be $64.99 or $69.99. You're never going to see that bottle on the shelf. You're never going to see Eagle Rare 10 on the shelf. You're never going to see Eagle Rare 12 on the shelf. There's just no way when you sell it for the correct price, you're never going to see these bottles
yeah, they
on the
go too
shelf.
fast, huh?
Yeah, and for me, I worry. I'm like, yeah, I'll put 6 bottles on the shelf. Next thing
Well,
you know,
Alex, speaking of that, what is a bottle that sits on the shelf that, in your opinion, should have sold faster? That's a sleeper, if you will.
I would say this probably sounds cliche because we just did a tasting on it. The 15 Stars just released a First West bourbon, and for going from 150 plus bottles to their extra age, toasted, and small batch. So you're going 59, 69, 79. That's one of
Okay.
those, and it's actually moved. It drinks like they're high dollar shit. It that's the best way I can explain it. And everybody has came in, bought it because they want to get into 15 stars, but they don't want to spend a lot of money. You have that one. I would say locally, Three Floyds. They have a new whiskey kind of stuff that they're doing. I just tried 100% malted barley whiskey, which I thought would taste like beer. It's very good because it's chocolate based forward,
Hmm.
and the malted barley's a little bit on the backside.
Now, what distillery is that?
It's Three Floyds, so they are a brewery that got into
Okay.
the whiskey game.
All
So
right.
their main portion of stuff that they do tastes like hoppy beer.
Hmm.
Like I said, I'm not a hoppy beer guy. So I didn't care. I liked what they were doing because it took you out of your realm of regular whiskey. It tasted hoppy. It kind of brought some different notes that you're not used to. This thing that I tried today, it's pretty solid. It was a bottle and bond, 100 proof. Obviously, I've got the details. It's well of whispers. That's about all I got on it.
Well, that's okay. It's
It's a
okay.
single. It's a single pot still single malt whiskey, which is 100% malted barley,
Huh.
which is interesting to me because I've never heard that before. And I was like, yeah, let's try it. I tried, and I was like, this actually isn't that bad. And my mom tried it, and she was like, this isn't what we're used to. And I said, that's what we want.
Hmm.
We're not. Don't like your mom.
So the
Well,
key, the one of the other questions I had for you is, I know that you do customer events, you have things in the store occasionally, those type things. Is what's probably the most impactful one that you've done recently? You know, where you did a tasting or you had you brought people into the store for those type things.
I would say our second Saturday tastings are our biggest ones, but we do we. It's hard because allocations suck. So we used to do random raffles throughout the year, and with the way allocations are being handled, you don't see as much as what you're used to. So coming from an independent person that our inventory in our back room is as much as a liquor store has in their liquor store. We're still not seeing the things that you would think. You can own a bar and get more than what we're getting.
I was going to
So
ask that question. That's so the bars get distributed separately than the
yes, we have
stores.
you have we're off premise, which is liquor stores. On premise is bars, and you have grocery. So for the state of Indiana, for some reason it's changed. I'll say just for the state of Indiana, I'll give you just the most Prescott definition. We created this business for the state. We're getting completely fucked in this state. And that will be my forever. It's on video. I don't care. But now you're seeing like Total Wine. They come in the state. Well, Total Wine can't hang in Indiana because they've tried to compete and shut everybody down. But Indiana's very competitive on what we're allowed with co-ops. Nope, we're the only state with co-ops, so we can compete with the best of them. So nobody can win or lose unless you buy these many cases. So for us to battle Total Wine, say 500 cases of Evan Williams, well, we're allowed to have 40 stores and we buy 500 cases of Evan Williams. Yeah, we can compete with you. Game on. And that's what we do at Red Barrel. But we don't overcharge on anything. That's my favorite port. Like you get, I'm trying to think. I have the Wild Turkey Master Keep coming in Friday. Mike heard this. It's a new one. I think it's a 10-year and a 16-year straight whiskey blend. I only get 2 bottles.
Mm.
What am I supposed to do with 2 bottles?
Well, give one to me and one to Roger. That'll solve that'll
That
solve
solves
all
it.
your problems right there, Alex.
Yeah.
I apologize, but I had a guy in there today, and I told him, and he's the one that asked me about it. He goes, "You heard about the Master Keep?" And I said, "I have." I called my sales rep right in front of him. I said, "Hey, Master Keep's coming out. What do you think?" He goes, "I got 2 bottles coming to you on Friday." And the kid that was in there, huge turkey fan, huge turkey fan. And I said, and another, probably one of my OG bourbon customers is standing like, here's Connor, here's the OG guy. I looked at him and I said, "Hey, you're not going to like what I'm about to say," but I said, "Connor, you're a turkey guy. You brought me some stuff. Like, would you have the opportunity?" But last year in Indiana, the Masters Keep was $500. So that's a steep in itself. My bottle cost, from what I know, is 230 this year. So you're looking 30% markup. I would say roughly 399, and it's crazy. That's I guess the this and I told him, I said, "Hey, let me know." And Mike, he goes, "Hey, if you don't take it, I'm taking that."
Yeah.
And then I said, "Hey, it's gonna be 399." And Mike goes, maybe."
That's getting it
Maybe.
outside the mic range. The mic
I
range
know
is
that.
anything under about 200. Mike's okay. Gets above that, he's like us. Maybe that's a little too much.
Sometimes it gets a little bit high dollar.
We're
Yeah.
gonna do a little bit. We'll do a fresh bottle
You're
cracker too,
gonna
with
do
you
a
guys.
crack? Oh, a fresh crack. Yeah, normally we film these fresh cracks for YouTube's purposes, so we'll have this one on a video that we can watch you crack. Hey, Alex, I have one more really thought-provoking question, then we're gonna have to move on. But my question is, if a celebrity walked into your store tomorrow, and I'm not talking about Bruzel, I'm talking about a real celebrity, and they asked for your best bottle, okay? Number one, who do you hope that celebrity would be? And number two, what bottle would you try to push on them?
I'd say Jennifer Aniston and Everclear.
There you go. I thought you might say Jennifer
I'm trying.
Aniston.
Hey, I'm trying to. I've done this way too long. I'm trying to win at this.
I thought you might have just said Mad Dog 2020 and she'd have drank a lot of it, you know. And
No. Hey, we're trying to get a little fancy. Hey, I could have said Zima.
do they
Oh
make
boy.
Zimas? Are they making Zima again? What?
No,
No.
they tried to. That failed. Purple Passion, it's gone.
Hey,
I remember
man,
those days.
back in the
Hey,
day.
I'm 30. I'm 31, and I'm talking about it.
Yep.
Hey, Alex, we appreciate you being on the show. We got a lot more fun and games, so we're going to move on. But I'm going to put your number out here again for anybody that wants to get on that bottle pick. Or what? Tell me again. Tell us real fast again what that bottle is again.
It's the Warriors for Warner bottle. It's for my buddy's son. it helps them tremendously. If anybody wants one, I believe they're $80. Shoot me a text message. We'll get everything sent out and taken care of. But it definitely helps us out. Doesn't help us at all. We're doing this all off of charity. But it's a huge help to the family, and that's something we roll for. Like I said, we're small family business, and this here means the world to me. There's not a lot of bottles behind our counter, and we have all 3 bottles behind the counter of every year we've done. Um, but yeah, it's a 99.1 MGP corn bourbon. It's sweet. It's high octane. It's good stuff. You just gotta prepare for it, and I'll say that in the best way possible. But if you want to put ice on it, a drop of water, I would always say, for me, I'm a neat guy. I can handle it, but a drop of water is perfect for it.
Help
So
open
yeah,
it up.
Yeah, we'll
yes,
drop it out on our Facebook too, and
Yeah,
we'll do
bro,
all those
we're
things.
gonna try to
And
help this young man out. Hey,
I,
Alex, we appreciate you coming on, man. We really do.
here's for you
Cheers,
guys.
cheers, my friend.
I'm gonna do some Detling for Mike.
There you
there you
go.
go.
All right, folks. Thanks, Alex, for being on. We're going to move on, and then we're going to put some information up. All right, folks, it's time. That was a really good segment there, Roger. We get to learn a lot about how the whiskey liquor business works from an owner's perspective.
And from the small
Now,
stores, yeah.
yeah, now we're going to move on. We're going to try to come back to this Thursday night trivia. So here's how we're going to play it, folks. We've got 30 people watching. The first person that can get on, and let me drop this link. Let me drop this link in the comments section. The first person that gets on and has audio and video loaded up in the background is going to be able to play the 5-question game, multiple choice this time. So I'm putting the StreamYard link up right now. Anybody that wants to play, and this is going to be for 5, a potential of 5 pour samples. That's the thing. You just don't know whether or not, you got to know the question. If you can get the questions right, you will get a pour. And then maybe at the end, you might be able to redeem yourself even if you didn't get them all right. Hey, we've got somebody in here. Hold on. Let's see who we've got.
Well,
Go ahead, Roger. Go ahead.
I was gonna say you might want to. We didn't really talk about what the giveaway tonight was. We said to enter, you put #head, but you want to show them the barrel head that.
Oh, well, yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit. This is just the video game.
Oh,
This is
okay.
just the game we're going to do for the sample.
Backstage.
So we've got Mark. What's up, Mark?
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. Now you're the backdoor man for Alex, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were. Well, yeah, you're feeding back on me
Yeah,
there.
hold
but,
on. Yep.
We're
We'll
gonna
get you.
play
Yeah, turn
this.
off the other channels. There you go.
We got you.
We're going to play this game, okay? So now it's a real easy game. It's multiple choice. So you've got 1 in 4 chance of getting this right. For each question that you get right, okay, you are going to win a sample pour courtesy of Roger Randall.
All right.
All right. And now no helping Alex because Alex is in the game here. He probably knows all these answers. So, all right. Here we go. First question, Mark. Now, no Googling either. No Chat GPT.
I'm on my phone. My iPad's over there. So
Okay, we got
but
10
Alex
seconds.
does have his Miller Lite. So if it's beer related, we're done. Right.
All right. No, you're not beer related. Remember, we're the bourbon legends, not the
Exactly.
not the beer brewskis. All right,
That's
first
right.
question. What is the minimum proof bourbon must be bottled at? Is it A70, B94, C100, or D80?
I'm pretty sure it's D80, but
D80. Let's see.
that's
Correct
what my guess
answer.
is.
Correct answer, 80. So
Yeah.
you've won one bottle so far. I shouldn't say bottle, one sample. It
Yeah.
is a
One
bottle, but
sample.
it's a little bottle. 2 ounces.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm not saying I'm an alcoholic, but I'm pretty sure about bourbon sometimes.
All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see how good you are because question number 2 is coming up. What is the typical bottle size of a fifth of whiskey?
750.
370.
See,
Well,
don't even waste your breath.
what did you say?
750.
750. You got that answer right.
Don't waste your breath on that one.
That
That's
doesn't come from me.
that's an easy thing there. Like we got you on that one.
All right.
Now if you want to say like, hey, European or something and throw it off, like sure, like 700s, we got you on that. But
we're trying to be fair to everybody, the experts or the.
and I will say, this Detling right here, if y'all have never had this Detling, Jiminy Christmas, like this Detling is
you want to know the bad thing, Mark? That Detling doesn't exist anymore. What's out there is out there.
that the one that he has that I have right here in my glass, it is a coffee chocolate bomb that you will never get again. But oh my goodness, like that is.
They're very good. That's why we went to Lynchburg 2 weeks ago to get them from Mike to mule them back to
Exactly.
Memphis, Little Rock, and everywhere else. Okay,
Yeah.
number 3. Are
Yep,
you ready?
let's go. Yep.
What brand was originally created by Pappy Van Winkle?
Sister Weller?
Pardon me?
Oh, I said Sister Weller, but let's see.
Well, was it Pappy Van Winkle Family Reserve? Was it Old Granddad, Old Fitzgerald, or Old Crow?
I feel like that was I feel like that one might have been Old Crow because they're right down the street. Like I've been to Old Crow. Well, I've been to Glenn's Creek, which is now Old Crow, or they were Old Crow, but I feel like that might be my guess because Old Fitz. All
It's
right,
Old
that's
Fitz.
fine.
Old Fitz.
Fine.
Old Fitzgerald. That's Stitzel Weller
There's no
facility
reason to
there
be
in
sorry.
Louisville.
That's why we're playing the game. You know?
Yeah, no, I mean, like, if you've never been, how about this? If you've never been to Glenn's Creek, which is just down the road from Buffalo Trace, great property. Very, like, they were the Old Crow distillery, and it's just a great property to visit and try their bourbons that they literally sourced the yeast from the Old Crow, whatever you want to call it, like the whole thing. And so it's just it's a great property to go to. Check it out if you've never been. That's why I said them, because I didn't know the answer for sure, but I did enjoy going to Old Crow, per se, Glenn's Creek.
You were close, but no cigar.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
You have a chance to redeem yourself with question number 4. Ready? Which bourbon was the first to be bottled and sold in sealed glass containers? Old Forester, Jim Beam, Wild Turkey, or Jack Daniels?
I mean, I feel like it was Jim Beam because they were one of the oldest.
They're old, but
yeah,
Old Forester.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I've got Keith P in the background, and Keith P's like, "Why wasn't I first? Because I would have got that right."
I wasn't done talking it out, but that's fine. That I was just saying, like, so our thing was we went to a tasting the other day with Fred and Freddie No. And so we had the Jim Beam distillery on our head, and obviously you can't go wrong with anything that they produce.
No, sir.
But I've been to Old Forester as well, and it's I mean, obviously they make some of the best things that you can have, right? So,
it's always a toss up between Jim Beam and Old Forest. All the distilleries, you always go back, and I'll say this just on the
that's Alex talking.
You can't no face to voice, but everybody's got a gold label. Everybody's got the best whiskey. Everybody's got the oldest stuff in the world. Just make good shit and let me try it.
Yep. The bourbon world is full of myths and lore. Question number 5.
Okay.
What is the main purpose of charring bourbon barrels, Mark? Is it to make the barrel look darker, to caramelize the wood sugars and filter impurities, to sanitize, or all of the above?
I mean, my guess is all of the above, just based on what it does to the barrel. But
well, hey,
I mean, I've been to a lot of places, and that's
is that your final answer?
Yeah, that's my final answer this time.
That's the wrong answer. It's to caramelize wood sugars and filter impurities. That's the correct answer. But Mark, not all is lost. You got 2 of the 5.
That's fine.
But here is your chance to win it all. You can redeem yourself right here with this question, okay?
All right, let's go.
All right, so really think. Even if you want to ask Alex to help, that's fine.
Yeah, phone a friend.
Which bourbon brand was the first to be exported outside of the USA? Was it Maker's Mark, Jim Beam, Old Forester, or Heaven Hill?
I mean, as far as the age, I would have to lean towards Jim Beam or Heaven Hill.
Okay, you got to pick one.
I know, like, all right.
Ding, ding, ding.
I would go with Jim Beam just because of the story that I heard the other day from them.
Look at there. Jim Beam is
go.
the answer. You won it all.
Yeah.
You get the whole prize pack.
Like we just went to a tasting.
It didn't help.
With Freddie and Fred, and they did tell us how old they were, but like you just never know how old it is in comparison to everyone else, right?
That's right. Well, congratulations, Mark. I tell you what, if you will give Alex your information, we'll contact
give it to Mike Brock.
Tomorrow. Yeah, well, we've got Alex on.
We'll get you. I'll get it to both. That's fine.
So.
Yep, and we'll
get it to both.
We'll get those samples out to you.
Not a problem.
Congratulations.
Hey, we appreciate it.
Take care, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, we're moving right along, folks. Roger, I'm going to put you in the background here for just a second so I can show. Earlier tonight, we put on their head, #head. And at the end of the show, we're going to be spinning the wheel for one of these barrel heads. These are real barrel heads. I'm lucky enough to have a laser engraving machine. If you're the lucky winner, I can make you a barrel head with just about any distillery's logo on it. So be sure and get that #head in there for one of these barrel heads. Comes with a hanger. Hang it on your wall. You can make a platter out of it. You can do anything you want to with it, except you can't age whiskey in it because you got to have the whole barrel. But #head, and we're going to draw for that at the end of the show. So now moving right along, we are going to talk about the cellar age. And this is our news section. So, Roger, this will be the 3rd year now for cellar age. Did you realize that?
Yeah, I was kind of. It's kind of surprising because I remember the first year it came out, you couldn't find it anywhere. You saw pictures of it on the internet. That's about all I ever saw. Last year, I saw a few more bottles of it, and then the 2025 release, hopefully we'll see even more bottles of it available.
Yeah, I hope so. You know, it's this year's a blend of 11, 13, and 14-year-old whiskeys. And also, it's going to be available at the gift shop starting next week, or 10 days from now, something like that. September 5th. So if anybody's going to be up in Loretto, I'm sorry, not Loretto. Help me out, Roger. Help me out.
Well, near Bardstown. Let's just put it that
Near
way.
Bardstown. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the name of the town, and I'm drawing
Yeah,
a
they
blank.
are the town.
Well, pretty much. Yeah, that is true. So yeah, Cellar Age is one of these recent, will be a new release, even though it is third year round. And I need to come back and say something here. Last week, I believe it was last week, we were talking about the Heritage bottle from Jack Daniels. And you kept telling me that it was supposed to be a shelfer, and I kept arguing, saying it wasn't. But it's officially been released now, or out, that it is going to be a shelfer product. So I just wanted to come back and report that kind of like the Fonz. You remember the Fonz, Arthur Fonzarelli, when he would say he was
Wrong.
I was wrong on that.
You had bad information, and that's how it goes. But yeah, it was Chris Fletcher released information about it this week. Finally, wish they would do it a little more in advance, but sounds like those are going to be the 8-year bottles are going to be available first, and then there'll be the date range will vary after that, after the national release. They have a whole bunch of 8-year, and then there'll be some other ones later on, maybe 7-year, not quite, or maybe not even age stated. So it is a very good bourbon.
It is. Speaking of age, every year somebody has a birthday and they get a year older. Birthday bourbon from Old Forester, that's coming up here pretty soon.
Put your name in to get a chance at winning one of these bottles. This is the first year, though, that they're going to do that's going to be a sweet mash, which is a little different. So,
oops! Hold on. Sorry, I'm sorry. I don't know what I did.
Okay.
I put the wrong. I'm sorry. I'm going to fix it.
You showing a little leg there.
There you go.
So this is the first ever sweet mash process.
Yeah.
So,
if you guys don't know what sweet mash is, it just means that when they start out making their mash, they don't use any backset in it. They don't use any grains or leftover distillation, which is what everybody would call a sour mash. Old Forester makes Old Forester, and they don't even say it's sour mash. It's just Old Forester. But this is going to be a sweet mash process.
So, and then everybody knows they got I think the only way they're going to release it this year is through the email. If you get selected on the email, you have the limited amount of time to come pick it up at the distillery.
And so it's going to be available there and through a national lottery, which you had talked about earlier. MSRP is a $200 bill, and you're talking about a 12-year-old product that's only 92 proof. But it is the birthday bourbon, so.
And everybody wants it every year. I hope it's going to be good. Let's just put it that way.
2 years ago, I was in Louisville, when it was his birthday, and I thought we were going to really be able to maybe get it. And we walked in, and they had cupcakes that we could have, but they were not. That was the first year they didn't release it on his birthday at the distillery, and they've not done it since. So, I've already entered. I'm sure you have, Roger.
Yeah, I might have entered everyone in the family, including the cats.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that you could include your fur babies, but.
Oh yeah. The cat, she's 19, so she can drink in some countries. So, yeah,
almost old enough. Moving right along, we have Parker's Heritage that's going to be releasing real soon, if not already. This year, it's a 15-year-old wheated bourbon from Rickhouse A.
That's one of the blends in it.
Yes, it's 11-year-old corn whiskey, and it was aged in Rickhouse's Double D. I can't read, man. I need
GG and BB. And if you've been to Heaven Hill, they got them all over the place. They got
so
brick
it's
houses.
going to be a blend of a 15, an 11, and a 12.
Right.
And MSRP is going to be around $179 and 122.5 proof. Now,
and all the proceeds from it go to
ALS
research.
Yeah, Lou Gehrig's disease. Parker. It was Parker and Beam. I'm sorry,
Parker
Parker
Beam,
Beam came down with that, and so that's an annual release that they do. I tell you what, between the birthday bourbon and the Parkers, I think this year I'd have to say I would go for the Parker's Heritage.
That sounds interesting. It's an American whiskey, so it's a nice little blend there.
Yeah.
They do have, for some reason, and a lot of the stuff that Heaven Hill's releasing, there's always a 15-year plus wheated bourbon that's part of it. They've got a lot of that around there, and they've been using it in a lot of their products that they've been releasing.
So I'm sure that 15-year-old wheated bourbon is probably also some Old Fitz, some Larceny. That brings us to this secret thing that I wanted to tell you about tonight. Yeah, talking about wheated bourbon and Heaven Hill. Hey, Roger, we're going to put out a Labor Day drawing this year. So between now and Labor Day, if you guys will follow that Venmo, and we're going to put this on Discord page, on our Facebook page, and we'll probably talk about it next week as well. Old Fitz 7-year, which we're going to sample here in just a minute. We're going to put it up next to a bottled and bond from Heaven Hill. But the tickets for this raffle, you can get 1 for $5, 3 for $10, or 10 chances. I should say tickets, not chances. 10 tickets for $20 bill. And we're going to go live on Labor Day. We're not going to do a whole show. We're just going to pop in. See, Labor Day is September 1st. Is that correct?
That is correct, sir.
That is a Monday night. So we may go up on Monday night, September 1st. Let's just say at 8 o'clock, okay? And we're going to do nothing. We're not going to review. We're not going to have a guest. We're just going to get down and dirty. We're going to take everybody's chances. We're going to spin that wheel, and somebody's going to go home with the Old Fitz with the green dress on. So I know those are a lot harder to get than just the Old Fitz 7-year.
Yeah, because it's 3 bottles in a case of 6 that have the green dress. And there's been speculation that the green dress won't make it into the fall. They won't have it on all their releases going forward. So it might be a valuable dress too.
Yeah, and it's not available everywhere.
No, it's not.
I know we had another drop here in Arkansas, and it goes about as fast as they put it out. Kind of like what Alex was saying. Things get put out and they go fast. And the thing is, you don't have to be present to win this either. All you have to do is just get in on the raffle. And even if we spin and you're not there, you're still going to be a winner. Unlike tonight with the Barrelhead. So I want you guys to hop on that wagon there and let's get you some of that Old Fitz.
Yeah, we'll have this on the YouTube page, on the Facebook, and on the webpage. You're going to put it up on the webpage?
I'm going to have it on the I'm going to have it on the web. I'll have it on our Facebook page. I'll have it on our Discord, and then I'll have it on here again next week so they can scan it. I may just put like a little QR code up there where it says the Bourbon Legends, and we'll just, so tune in again next week. Hey, speaking of next week, you're going to want to tune in because I know a lot of you guys are in Bourbon Together. And, they're doing some really fantastic things with their Facebook club. Very popular club. I know they've got a waiting list to get in. And I'm very proud and happy to say that we're going to have the owners of that group, Caleb Walters and Chris. Can't remember Chris's last name off the top of my head, but they're both going to join us next week, same time, 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern. And so that's going to be a good show too. So be sure and tune in.
Get some info on their picks that they have coming up.
They've got a lot of picks. And Roger, we're going to be drinking Detling that night.
Oh, that'll be
Caleb
a good thing.
is sending us some samples of some of their picks that they've done. And so we're going to do that. Now, speaking of drinking, we're going to hop in and we're going to do a little showdown tonight. Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond, which is a 7-year, versus Old Fitzgerald.
Going on with Heaven Hill, they've got they got 3 products actually. The third one being the Old Granddad 7-year bottle and bond, which is at 100 proof as well. So there's a lot of different options out there for you, and we can hunt them up, and we're going to find out tonight which one is the better one.
Which one are you wanting to start with, Roger?
We're going to start with the Heaven Hill first, because that's the way you had it on the little versus thing. So,
well, now I'm going to show you this. Look here. I got a fresh crack. I'm going to have to fresh crack that sucker.
Oh boy, yeah. I had to pull one of my extra bottles out. I only have 4 of these, so
I may have to go get my knife. Talking about hard to get going.
Hold on, I'll pop mine and pour you a glass.
I got some right here.
You got it. Okay.
All right. I'm not going to pour but about an ounce. I don't want to bore people watching us drink all night. So, all right. I'm going to clear my palate. Drink a little water here.
So, everybody put your predictions out there. Which one do you think might win?
Yeah. You know the old trick too, Roger, about clearing your nose here if you smell the back of your hand?
Oh, I thought it was smell under your arm.
No.
Oh,
I don't know about that. I'm going to stick in my hand.
I don't know about that one. Okay, all right.
Hell yeah.
Maybe I'm way off on that.
It was still hot today, so. All right. Old Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond 100 proofer 7-year product.
I love this bottle.
Smells like the yogurt.
And Alex was talking earlier on the thing that he has a big favor towards Heaven Hill, and I have to admit I am a little bit of a Heaven Hill guy too, because I think they've got some of the best shelfer mainline products out there right now, with the Bottled and Bond, the Old Fitz, the Old Granddad, and a lot of those.
Henry McKenna 10-year.
Henry McKenna 10, yeah.
All right. So what are you getting on the nose, Roger?
I'm picking up a lot of like a fruit. There's a stone fruit or something like that.
I'm getting a sweetness.
Yeah.
I'm getting vanilla, which, I mean, you always can't go wrong by saying vanilla, right?
No, vanilla is an easy one.
I'm actually getting a little bit of ethanol off of mine, though, because that might be from that fresh crack.
Yeah, that's probably the fresh crack giving it to you.
Sorry, guys. I got a phone call coming in. I don't know who that is, so they're not going to get answered.
It's sleigh bells.
Live TV.
That was on the Santa hotline.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that is always a good, smooth. It has a gentle entry on the tongue, no bite to it. It keeps going throughout the whole pour. Has a long finish. I'm still going right now.
Right.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Okay,
A little bit of that like toasted caramel, a little bit of.
Are you picking up any ethanol on your nose?
No.
It must be just because I fresh cracked it.
Yeah, that's probably it. It needed a chance to swirl a little bit. I opened mine up and left the cap off. I didn't leave it off all night, because that's a Mike Brock trick. If you leave it out all night on the counter, if you don't like it one night, you'll like it better the next day.
I hear you. Or the second pour, it gets better,
Yep.
Oh Lord, it's funny. Alex is like, "Hey, I'm the number that you're calling that you're not answering." Well, Alex, I gotta tell you something, buddy. We're still in the middle of the show here, so hang tight.
Hang loose.
Hang
We'll be back.
on. We'll get with you here in a minute. Live TV. All right. So everybody, what do you think that we're gonna like here? Is it put your preference down, and I won't look at the comments. Roger, don't look at the comments, and we'll see what the consensus is from the viewers. Okay. So I'm going to take one more hit, and then I'm going to clear my palate again. Yeah, that's a good, easy drinker.
Well, he did make a good point. The Old Granddad isn't Heaven Hill. It is Beam. But I still think it's one of those out there that we got a lot of really good choices that we can drink. The Old Fitz has got not a grassy smell.
Okay. Are we ready to move on to Old Fitz 7? All right. We're gonna try the Old Fitz 7. Now we've reviewed this once already, but we didn't put it up next to its brother, I would say. Or is it a brother or a cousin?
I'll go cousin.
All right. So we're going to try the cousin here. Old Fitz 7-year
mash
bottled
bills. One's a weeded mash bill. One's their regular bourbon mash bill, whatever that might be.
So I'm getting sweet, caramely, corny, flavor on this Old 7.
I don't know. It is a very nice, enjoyable pour. That's the thing.
They're very, being 100 proofers each. They're very drinkable. I'm just going to go out and say that the Old Fitz, in my opinion, may have a little bit more going on.
And I'm going to go and buck the trend here and say that I still like the Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond a little bit better. Not that it's, I love both of them and I drink both of them, but I like the Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond a little bit better.
Well, the thing is, that's good because you can find that quite a bit easier than you can the Old Fitz 7. Now, I do remember a time where that, at least in Arkansas, that bottled and bond regular 7-year was a allocated item.
Yeah, now it's available on the shelves. As Alex pointed out in his store, he's going to have a store pick of the Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond 7-year.
Right.
I think there'll be more of those out there in the wild. There's also some sort of special bottling that they did with a different label on the front, a portrait series. And there was no release notes on that or anything. I've just seen it at a couple of stores over in the Memphis area. Same thing, just a little bit different.
It's a different label, huh?
Just a different label to it.
Well, let's see what the comments say. All right, Jared says Old Fitz 7 is more viscous to him. Scott says, Fit 7 is just fantastic. Mr. Peacock says, Heaven Hill.
I like that. You know, I told you I liked Ernest a lot. We you know,
yeah. So
you can't go wrong with either one.
No, Tony Martin says Fits. Mike Brock said Fits. So, you know, I guess the Fits, is going to squeak it out by just a little bit. Hey, and that's probably good for the Labor Day special there. So yeah, it seems like they're liking the Fits. So
yeah, because it sounds like there's a lot of people that still haven't got this bottle yet. So
yeah,
some of our other legends out there, you know, they have a chance to pick it up, and you know, we'll show that raffle a little bit later on at the end of the show, toward the end of the show. So what's next, Craig?
Well, we're going to go one more thing here. Fits, and guys, hashtag barrelhead or hashtag head. If you've not got in, this is your last call. So get in there. Tony Martin says the Fits is a little sweeter on the finish to me. I'd have to agree. I thought it was a little bit sweeter. He likes them both. Looking forward to the single barrel Heaven Hill bottled and bond online. It was $50 a bottle, but no shipping to California. Well, that's why you have to be a part of the Bourbon Legends. And I guarantee you one of us, if we can get a hold of it, would ship it to California, whether they do or not. I bet somebody from here would. So, all right, Roger, I guess what we're going to do is when Mike Brock gives me the thumbs up and sends me the text and says he's ready to roll, we're going to roll for that barrelhead. Otherwise, we'll talk about next week's show. Like I said, we're going to be talking with Caleb Walters from Bourbon Together, and we're going to have some more news. We're going to have some more games, and if anybody has any suggestions that you'd like to see on the show, you can always send them to us on Discord or private messenger or whatever, and we will definitely consider those and try to get them worked in. You know, as long as they're not too risque. You know, this is kind of a family show, I guess. But
you know, you can tell them you had one of your customers at your store came in and gave us some really good ideas. We really appreciate it.
She did, and we're probably going to do one of those here in coming weeks. They were all bourbon related, and I didn't even know she was a bourbon drinker, but she seemed to really like it. Mike Brock, how are we doing over there, buddy? Are we getting anywhere close to?
Do we have
Roger? We've already got a person that has already bought $10 worth. 10 tickets for the Old Fits. So you guys need to get going. All right, Mike Brock tells me that I have it, so I'm going to go to the Discord page. I'm going to pull that up, and we're going to see. Here it is. He's sure. Mike Brock is on the ball tonight. I tell you what.
He's a winner.
There's a lot of names on this list tonight. They all want a barrelhead, I think.
Yeah, you know, and this is a customized barrelhead with whatever you want on it.
Yeah, with whatever you want, I can work it up, and then I can I'll send them, you know, the
rendering
prototype, rendering of it, and they give me the approval, and I can run it. So we're going to go into that right now. Who feels lucky tonight, huh? Anybody feel lucky? Can you see it on the screen, Roger? I got to share it on here, don't I?
No, we don't see it yet, Craig.
Hold on. I don't know what's going on. Why it's not showing it on here. You know, I've done this before, Roger. I don't know why I can't figure out how to get it over there now.
That's okay. You know, we got time, people. You know, we're good
here,
Craig.
I'm going to try again here. Share screen. Thirsty Thursday. Share. Are you seeing it?
Nope. No, sir. It's still got both of us sitting here.
Well, what do you know? What do you know about that?
Well, at least you have a list of all the names. Oh, here we go.
I'm gonna try something different here, Roger. See if I can't share this screen now. We might have a technical difficulty here.
You know, we have ways around that.
All right, I'm hitting share. Still nothing?
Nothing on there, sir.
Oh, hold on. There it is.
There it is.
It was hiding.
I like that.
It was hiding from me.
Yeah, and I like the fact that you got the logo in the middle of that too. Uh-oh.
You like that?
It
No, I did that on purpose. I wanted to be on here.
Okay.
All right. Here we go, folks. We're an hour and 21 minutes in. God damn, that's too long. We got to get going. I got to go to bed. All right. For the barrelhead. Good luck, and here we go. Round and round she goes. It looks like the winner's going to be Laura Williams. And guess who Laura Williams is, Roger?
Who would that be?
That's the person we were just talking about that was going to give us some inside information.
Oh, well, she's helping us out.
She won, and that means that it's going to save me on shipping.
Yeah, Laura
I can hand deliver this to Miss Williams.
Yeah,
so very
that's
good.
Great.
Congratulations, Laura. Hey, and I like your little logo. I'm going to show you this logo here, Roger. Look at that. Look at her logo.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. I'll tell you a little backstory. So when she was in my office today, I said, "Do you want a barrelhead? I'm giving a barrelhead away tonight. Do you want a barrelhead?" She says, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, that one hanging on the wall, a lady was going to buy it for Christmas last year, and she never did." And Laura says, "Well, that says W, and that's my last name, Williams." And I'm like, "Well, take it." So she needs to go buy a lottery ticket or something tonight.
She's on fire.
She's going to get a second one. She says she's over here. She says, "We're over here cheering."
That's a good thing.
Laura, send me a message, Laura, and tell me what you want, and we'll get one. We'll get one designed and made up for you. All right, Roger. That was a good way to end the show, I think.
Yeah, we're going to thank Alex.
Think we should do this again next week?
I think we should. I think we should definitely do it again next week.
Okay. We'll do it again next week. Same time, same bat channel.
Yep. Oh, and I'd like to thank my sponsors before we leave. Unofficial sponsors, Old Dominic.
Yeah.
And of course, Wild Turkey.
Yeah.
So if they are, if anybody from there, oh wait, I was talking to them today. But anyway, that's a whole nother story.
The thing is, Roger, you're trying to get something free out of them, and that's great. I just reach in my back pocket and pay for the expenses out of this show. So I hope that they actually will start sending some stuff over to help offset those costs.
Oh yeah, we all I want is some samples. Free little samples.
Free samples, okay.
And I got to get 5 samples to pack, 5-pack sample pack out today to our winner, Mark.
Absolutely. Yeah, we want to thank Mark for being a participant. We want to thank Alex for joining on the show. And guys, if you like this show, go and like it, subscribe to it. Tell all your friends, your neighbors, and like Roger said, hell, sign your dogs and cats up to be subscribers. We don't care. Once we get to 300, we're going to give that damn bottle away. So
yeah,
the faster you guys can spread the word, the faster we can move on.
Yeah.
All right, Roger. Any final words before I play that good old song to lead us out?
No, I think you got to hit the button, smash the button, and everybody join us over on Discord, and we'll have another little nightcap and get going.
There you go. I'll be on there for about 5 minutes because I've got other things I got to do tonight. But hey, it was good seeing you. It was good seeing all of you. Remember, be nice to everybody. Keep everybody close to your heart. You know who we're talking about, Mr. Beasley. So everyone,
and be legendary.
Be legendary. So long, everybody.
Pour one more for the stories we've told of barrels and bottles and whiskey gold. From grain to glass, through fire and flame, every pour's got a legend's name.